This is TV3 KARD Television, Wichita, Kansas.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Well, here's Sarge, and it's time to shave. Welcome to another installment of Conversational Shaving. Isn't that right, Sarge? Well, hello there. I've already prepped my face with some of this Furbo gel aftershave right there. And my razor today is going to be this 3-piece non-adjustable open comb. It's a Weck Apollo razor. I don't know if you'll be able to see that because it's kind of marred, but it does say Weck on there, W-E-C-K. And on the bottom there, you might be able to see Apollo. Can you see him there? Do I have him right side up? Yeah. Right there on the end of the razor. In there on its first use will be one of these Silver Star blades. And my soap today is going to be this Furbo vintage shaving soap, the Furbo Blu, B-L-U, with the blue label. And my brush is going to be this Simpson T-2 Trafalgar synthetic brush, which I've already lathered up. In another, maybe my last video or another previous video, I mistakenly called this the T3. This is the T2, and this is got the pretty swirly handle. I got this from Pasteur Shaving, and I'm going to dip just the tippy tip of this into some hot water I got there. Not too much of it. And I'm going to try to get a lather going on my face. I hope you're all doing well out there. So. This smells nice. Scent strength of about 4 out of 5 right now. And building a little bit, the scent is. And got about 3 days worth of growth here. I've got a kind of a jagged tooth in the be the right back of my mouth, or my right, back of my mouth, and my tongue keeps getting caught on it. So, if I sound a little weird today, that's why. I've got too big a tongue for my mouth, and I got a jagged little tooth back there that a filling fell out of or something. So I'll drain that water and we'll get started here. I'll wet the razor. And we'll start pass number 1 with the grain. Here we go. Just got this razor in the mail today, along with something else. I got a Gillette display case for my Gillette razors, but the glass lid of it got broken in shipping, so I'm going to have to get another piece of glass for that. In the meantime, I've taped it back together with some clear book tape. I'll go over here now. Comfortable shave so far. And let me rinse the razor. Okay, boy, I didn't get all that off there, did I? I'll go to my chin now. I'll also have to show you the little celluloid case that this came in. Rinse the razor time. Here's the little celluloid case that the razor goes in. It goes in there, and also right there you can see Apollo if you look closely. So I'll set that aside. I'll finish this pass. We'll go to the neck now. I hear one of my cats meowing. I'll go over here now, flip the razor over. Okay, that's pass number 1 complete. I'll be back for a second pass across the grain. Okay, we'll go across the grain now. The seller of this razor put a Wilkinson sword blade in it. I think it was one of the German ones, but I set that aside and decided to use the Silver Star blade, which I also had set aside for some reason. I was going to use it in a razor and then ended up using something else. I've got a little glass blade sharpener thing that I keep a few extra blades in, unwrapped. I had to try using that blade sharpener again on some new old stock blades, some very old ones that I have that were not made of stainless steel, and so over time they can sort of not disintegrate, but they can get dull just sitting around. Excuse me. Still a nice comfortable shave for the most part, except when I occasionally press down too hard. Bad habit of mine. When using a razor like this, it's always best to let the weight of the razor do most of the work. Oh, let's see. I'm supposed to be going across. I don't think I've been doing that. My bad. Excuse me. I probably need to water my garden again, but it's been cool and overcast, so it can go without water for a little bit. We did have some very hot days. And several days where it was at or over 100 degrees. It's Fahrenheit, of course. I'll go over here. Spending too much time going over certain spots over and over, like I am right now. Trying to shave in each direction until I hear no more audio feedback, but sometimes that can be problematic. Okay, that's pass number two complete. Number 3 will be next. I'll be right back for pass number 3 against the grain. Okay, now we'll go against the grain. I'll start on the neck this time. Excuse me. Okay. You'll be glad when I can get a new glass lid for that old Gillette display case that I also got in the mail today. I don't know if I mentioned that. I may have already mentioned that. I'm not being very conversational today. I've been kind of quiet and just enjoying the shave. But yeah, that thing arrived in the mail with the glass lid broken. I taped it back together. Yeah, I said that, didn't I? I think it got broken in shipping. I don't think the seller broke it. Although I guess you could say it should have been packaged a little more carefully. Though they did have a lot of bubble wrap and other packing material in there. In the box that they sent it in, excuse me. At least I think I told you all that before. Right, and today I don't know if or tonight as the case may be, I don't know what I've thought and what I've actually said. I might not want to say everything that's on my mind at any given time, depending on the circumstances. but mostly good things to say about this shave so far. Okay, I'll be back for pickups. Well, hey, Sarge, what time is it? It's pickup time, Sarge. It's pickup time. Isn't that exciting? Sarge? Pickup time? I'll let you down. You want to go back out? Go ahead. No, you want to stay in here? Okay. You can stay in here for right now, Sarge. It's pickup time. Still hearing quite a bit of audio feedback. I'm getting a little dizzy. I gotta take my insulin soon. Although insulin might make me more lightheaded. I think I just had a blood sugar drop. So I'll lean against the sink here. As far as this blade goes, right now I'd give it about a solid B if I were grading it. It's smooth enough for the most part, but it seems like it may not be terribly sharp. I'm not sure. Still hearing some audio feedback. Sarge is down there eating his cat food. I don't know if that crunching is picking up on the audio here. And now I'm going to rinse the razor and go over my neck one more time. Let's see here. My shaving technique may seem a little wonky sometimes because it is. I'm getting more information about this blade, so to speak, just from using it. I'd give it a B for comfort, but for sharpness, I think I'd only give it a C. So what would that be altogether, a B minus maybe? First use on this blade too. Trying to get a couple of trouble spots here. I'm going to stop there, I think. And still trying to gild the lily here, sorry. But yeah, I can give this a DFS rating, a darn fine shave, not BBS, not baby bottom smooth, but a little bit towards the top of the DFS range. So not a bad shave. I think I would recommend a different blade in this razor though. And I'm going to wash my face and all that, and I'll be right back with our good friend Mr. Towel. Drying off already with Mr. Towel here. Still getting quite a bit of audio feedback on the neck from running Mr. Towel over that area. But at least it was a comfortable shave for the most part. Any problems were my own user error. And I'm not real thrilled with the blade I used, although it wasn't a terrible blade either. It was kind of a very middling blade. Anyway, put Mr. Towel back on the rack where he goes, so I will start a brief recap and then I'll put the finishing touches on the shave. I started off camera. I prepped my face with Furbo Gel Aftershave. And my razor has been this 3-piece, non-adjustable. It's the Weck Apollo razor. And you may not be able to see it, but it says Weck on there. And let's see, there's Apollo there again, if you can see him. And open comb razor. In there on its first use was one of these Silver Star blades. And my soap has been this Furbo Blu vintage shaving soap. Although that's new, it's not new old stock, from Italy. And my brush has been this Simpson T-2 Trafalgar synthetic brush. And let's see, I think I've covered everything, so I'll reach for the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Getting towards the end of this bottle, but I do have more, thank goodness. And some sting, but not much. This Witch Hazel does have alcohol in it. 14% by volume. Really hardly any sting, but there was, I should say, some. It's dissipated now. Okay, I'll wipe my hands off here on Mr. Towel, and I'll show you this again. Available in stores in a lot of places. This is Dickinson's Witch Hazel. And now I'll reach for this. I don't have the Furbo Blu, but it's something close. It's this Furbo Smart aftershave, which is also blue and blue labeled. So shake that up a little bit. Take the cap off. I'll get some going in my hands here. Put a little bit on the wrists. Up behind the ears, temples, back of the neck a little bit. A little bit more sting there, but not too much. And a very, very nice scent. Sort of like the Furbo Blu scent, but on steroids. So that's the Furbo Smart aftershave. And finally, the Nivea Men Original Replenishing Post-Shave Balm. And we'll get just a little bit of that in our hand here. Whoa. That's probably more than enough right there. Doesn't take much. This stuff, a little dab will do you. Well, for a little bit, I'm going to smell wonderful. Because all this stuff goes together nicely. Nothing clashes. It's all very nice. And that's it. Let's see, how am I doing on time? Doing all right. I'm looking at the little clock on the video there on the screen. Anyway, on behalf of myself, Mr. Towel, Sarge the Cat, peace out.